click into an optimization, the page will default to the Results tab. You can always click the Settings tab in the top left corner to view which settings you selected for this run. In the Results tab, you'll first see Statistics at the top of your screen. The statistics show how many meetings we scheduled, how many meetings were bottlenecked, and how many meetings were infeasible. In the second column, you can see how many total meetings there were within the term that we ran and how many were optimized. This would be the number of sections with valid meeting patterns, including sections that already had room assignments if you selected Keep Existing Room Assignments. Below that is how many were assigned, and this will include the manual pre-assignments as well. The last number shows how many were unscheduled. This is a combination of the bottlenecks, infeasibles, and invalid meeting patterns. The third column will display how many sections you have that are marked as Do Not Optimize, Online, or Arranged, all which must be done manually within the section. The final number is how many total invalid meeting patterns there are in the term. We then have a graph that will show your scheduled sections, bottleneck sections, and infeasible sections. You can collapse the top section by clicking the arrow, just like on the settings page. The bottom section is where you can get into the nitty-gritty of your optimizer run. The first tab that you default to is the Meetings tab, which shows the section meetings that were assigned in this optimizer run. You can see there are subject, course, and section columns here, and they are the most common columns for you to look at when viewing what classes were assigned. The Rooms column defaults to the right, and you can pick up this column and drag it to the left. We're going to pick up our Rooms column and bring it closer to our subject, course, and section columns so we can easily see the rooms by the sections that were assigned. You can also see the instructors for the sections and what seat fill percentage these classes were assigned. As we ran this optimizer at 80% seat fill percentage, you'll only see 80 and above here. If you ever see a section with a 0 in the seat fill column, that means it was a cross-listed course that was automatically assigned the same room as the course it was cross-listed with. This is the only time the optimizer will double book two sections into a single room. If you're interested in reassigning a class to another space that was in the Scheduled Meetings tab, you can click the Edit pencil and it will bring up your section information. You can see that this is like the section record, and you can take your scroll bar, scroll over to where the room assignment is for the section. You can click the house icon and it will pop up the room scheduling tool where you can change the room assignment. The filter will automatically populate any preferences that apply to this section from the scheduling preference set that was used for the optimization. It will also show you the score for the room, which is based on the scheduling preferences and the seat fill score. This will help you decide which room is best for the section. You can click Cancel out of here if you don't want to change the room assignment. Click Cancel again, and now we're back to the Meetings tab. The next tab over is the Meeting Patterns tab. This tab will give you a list of all of the meeting patterns for the term that were run through the optimizer. You can sort the meeting patterns by the Meetings column to see the most common patterns. This is known as an FYI tab. It will give you information, but you cannot make any changes. The other FYI tab is the Bottlenecked Rooms tab. This will show you the rooms that had multiple sections wanting to be assigned to this room, but the room could not accommodate all sections. You can click on the eye icon to see which sections were trying to be assigned to these rooms.